What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today I'm here in WHF with Clash with Cory, and we're taking a look at a brand new meta at Town Hall 12. I want to start by thanking you, Cory, for having me over in your clan to take a look at some amazing miner hits at Town Hall 12 today. And for me, that's perfect. Miners are my favorite troops in the game. And I mean, WHF versus Dark Looters Z, you can't get a better war than that. How you doing, man? And thank you.
I'm doing excellent, man. Thanks for having me on the channel again. It's always fun to work with you and always fun to have you in WHF hanging out.
Yeah, man, I'll come over anytime the invite is there. Can't pass up a WHF invite. So we discussed briefly before we started this video what you've been seeing in a couple of wars that have been coming or that have just happened, and you feel that the meta is shifting towards miners at Town Hall 12.
It definitely has, man. With that update, they got another Inferno Tower. You know, the tornado traps came out. And the Giga Bomb was already a really big threat at Town Hall 12. Well, with miners, they're not affected by the tornado trap. They're not affected by the Giga Bomb because they go back underground before it goes off. We had so many more people running multi-target Infernos that when they got the third one, it just got really difficult with all that to get a Lava Loon triple, even the Masters. And what we're seeing, 6 out of 7 of the last two CWL Invite Wars versus Spartan's Legacy and Dark Looters, 6 out of 7 of those 12v12 triples were all miners. They're definitely the king at Town Hall 12 right now.
Yeah, and those are two tough clans too. We're not talking about pushover clans, so
Yeah.
definitely solid bases you were attacking for those 6 of 7 attacks as well.
Absolutely.
At this point, guys, if you love Clash of Clans and want to see content daily, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. And this video is part 1 of 2. Part 2 of this video from this war, WHF versus Dark Looters Z, is going to be on Cory's channel. I'll be linking that in the description below, so when you're done watching this one, be sure to watch part 2 over on his channel. But we've been talking a lot, Cory. Why don't we jump into this first attack, which is on base number 1. Actually, we're showing off Itsu's base right here, one of the top clashers in Clash of Clans. So let's take a look at this one in 3, 2, 1, and play. And let's just take a look at how this goes down. Look at his beautiful base, all that blue wall. You gotta love it right there.
Yeah, it looks like a fully maxed, if I'm not mistaken, Town Hall 12.
It looks it to me, and he's got 30 miners and a queen walk in this composition. Wise man from your clan, WHF.
Yep.
Now, is there any backstory you know to this attack right here, or is it just your standard narrow the base, send in the miners to destroy type thing?
Pretty much, man. A lot of times what we're seeing is like a queen walk into a wall wrecker entry just to kind of, take out some objectives, take out the CC if it's a damaged CC. Even if it's a hound at Town Hall 12, usually they have a baby dragon in there, so it's nice to be able to take that out.
Yep.
And yeah, really thin out the base, take out some objectives, and then take care of the rest of it with miners. So
yeah, I love the sound of that. I mean, I farm with miners all the time, and I love seeing them making a strong approach to war as well, especially at Town Hall 12, the most devastating Town Hall level. I noticed the king right here is about to go down, but he was basically just funneling the base, and we have the wrecker approaching that wall. It's going to allow the queen to get into this compartment, and what's going to come out of the wrecker here, Cory? What do you think is coming out right here?
I think he's actually, I'm glad you brought this up. Wise Man's been playing around with this, bringing a P.E.K.K.A. in there because it's not as susceptible. It's really tanky and it has a really easy time getting through that Town Hall 12 town hall and even survives past the Giga Bomb. So yeah, the P.E.K.K.A. in there is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and check this out. The Grand Warden's ability was used on the Queen Walk, not being saved for the miners right there, and the freeze spell shutting down that eagle, and now the miners are pushing the western side of the base that has been beautifully funneled by that Queen Grand Warden Walk.
Definitely, and his queen's in there still with an ability. She's being raged right now, so she's not going to have to burn it anytime soon. Yeah. And yeah, this raid's going really, really strong at this point.
Yeah, he did a nice job. I'm sure he put a lot of time into the planning, and he's dealing with that multi-target Inferno right now. Queen is just pounding on the wall, but the miners are pushing steadily through the compartments of the base. Now they're going to deal with a couple of those storages, which will obviously take some time to get through, but there is one heal spell and a Queen's ability left in this composition.
Yep. Sure is, man. Another thing to mention about those multi-target Infernos, they've got that long range, and they do more damage than they used to, of course.
Yep.
But with miners, you're healing them anyways. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're already healing miners, so it really kind of nullifies that multi-target and that splash damage if you already got a bunch of heal spells in your composition, anyways. Whereas for a Lalo, you're not going to have that many heal spells in your composition. So anytime you have to specifically bring one for each multi-target Inferno, it really takes away from your haste and rage that you would otherwise need for the Lalo.
Yeah, I completely agree. And the only time that I have problems with Inferno Towers are when they're close to a Town Hall 12 that's maxed out with that Giga Tesla on top and you're just being pounded from everywhere. That's the only time that I see them struggling through the Inferno. But that's only one of 3 attacks that we have here today. The second one is against Eve Check and done by Nick. Let's hit that one in 3, 2, 1, and play. Another nice looking base here. Different attack. No Queen Walk in this one. Just 45 miners, 2 giants, heroes, and that wrecker. So a different way to attack right here.
Definitely, man. And, you know, we're honestly not seeing the mass miner nearly as much as we're seeing a sort of a Queen Walker, Queen Charge miner. But, you know, once in a while, if the CC's right and the base is right, and you can throw that many miners at a base, you know, more power to you.
Yeah, I like it as well. And the question that we're going to have in the comments, I can tell you right now, is what happens if 2 dragons come out of the clan castle, Corey? And some people don't understand scouting a base first and seeing what's in the clan castle by lower town hall levels. So is there anything you want to say to that? How would this attack deal with something like that in the CC?
Absolutely, man. If you have a damaged CC and you use that Queen Walk into a wall wrecker entry in an area where you can pull and deal with that CC with your Queen Charge, not going to be an issue at all.
Right, so I think what he's saying here, guys, and what he means by a damaged CC is a clan castle that has something that can actually damage your troops, not something like a golem or really a lava hound more specifically that you'll find. So if there's dragons in there, you're going to want to try and go in with that Queen Walk, following the wall wrecker to take down the clan castle, so the miners don't have to deal with that damage from maybe a bunch of baby dragons, balloons, or dragons themselves. So,
Definitely.
But if you don't know what the base has, if you're attacking it fresh, what would you go in with? Mass Miner or Queen Walk Miner?
Queen Walk Miner, absolutely. I would definitely have a plan for the CC, and I would want to deal with that with the Queen. You know, important to note too, Max Lava Hound in the CC is not that big a deal for a Max Queen. They're quite a bit stronger than a level 40 Queen. So if you got to deal with the Lava Hound on a Queen charge with a level 60 Queen, she's gonna get through it pretty quick because level 60 Queen is a beast. Yeah. Don't you have one of those, Echo?
You know, I got Max heroes across the board right now, brother, and it's pretty darn exciting that I'm done with that grind, at least for now. You never know what Supercell's gonna pull, but yes, I do. And that's why I love to Queen Walk everything. Really, any strategy, I'll throw a Queen Walk on it just because it's so powerful with level 60
It
Queen.
is, definitely.
So far, 2 very good examples, and I probably didn't spend as much time talking about actually what was happening in the attack because we were talking about the CC, but that's all right. It was a mass attack, so it kind of just organically flows through the base.
Definitely.
But we have one more we're going to talk about. This is a Town Hall 11 attack. It's using miners as well, so it's a little bit off the focus of the video, but it's still miners and it's still a high-level base, and that's on base number 8, and Texagram is going in here. Let's play that one in 3, 2, 1, and play. All right, so we are looking at an anti-3-star Town Hall 11 base, and for those of you that don't know, anti-3 means the Town Hall's on the outside of the base, so more defenses can be nestled in the core of the base for protection and more time on target. And the Queen Walk starting in the east. Corey, take it from here.
Well, man, gosh, don't really know where to start on this. Just got a basic Queen Walk starting over there at 3 o'clock. Got a wizard right below it. Kind of get that funnel established. From the looks of that, he kind of wants his queen to walk up and around. But since it's a symmetrical base, he could probably make do, even if she decided to walk the other way as well. So sometimes if you've got a perfectly symmetrical base, you can start your queen right on that corner and just let her decide which way she's going to go and adjust your other troops from there.
And something I'm noticing right here is the confidence in Texagram, because he's going on this base on the opposite side from where the Town Hall is and leaving the Eagle Artillery for one of the last things to be taken down in this attack. Or, you know, he's not purging right into that Eagle Artillery, which is, you know, shows confidence, I guess.
I guess it does, man. I mean, it can be scary, but as long as you got some decent pathing to
Hmm.
deal with it, and you plan on having those troops covered by heals, an eagle's not going to take out your miners if they're in a heal, and a
Right.
lot of times they're going to hop back underground and definitely not eat all three of those eagle shots. So, it can get a little bit dangerous if the pathing is really tricky to the eagle. But if you have fairly safe pathing, sometimes you can make do with ending on the eagle towards the end of the raid.
So what you're saying, Corey, is the Eagle's not as scary as people make it out to be. That's what I'm hearing right here, man.
It's a very high value defense, man. I don't want to play down that, but if you have
I
decent
know.
pathing to it, you don't always have to take it out first thing.
Yeah, and that's something, when I'm planning my own attacks, I'm always looking, how can I get this eagle down quickly? But really, this is a great attack demonstrating that that doesn't have to be your primary focus. It doesn't have to be stage one of an attack.
True, man. If you can get really great value elsewhere and you at least have some good pathing to your eagle and a plan for dealing with those shots, you know what I mean? As long as you got good pathing and maybe you got a warden ability to pop or you got enough
Hmm.
heals to get him to the eagle, it's all right, man. You don't have to get it. It's nice to get, but you don't have to do it. You just have to plan for it.
Yeah, I completely agree, and it was nice to see that actually happen in this attack as we have that discussion. But that's three minor attacks, two at Town Hall 12, one at Town Hall 11, all from the WHF Dark Looters Z War, where WHF won 118 to 117 with 99.6% damage. That is legit right there. And I'll tell you what, Dark Looters Z didn't do too shabby with 99.15%. Really, it must have been an amazing war to actually be part of, man.
It was an amazing war, man, and it was we're so pumped up about the win. Obviously, Dark Looter is such a legendary clan.
Hmm.
So such a really fun war and a really fun war to come out on top on. Spirits are really, really high in WHF clan family right now, I'll tell you that.
I'm glad to hear it. And I'll tell you this. I did meet a bunch of those Dark Looters when I was over in Poland. And they are a bunch of great guys. And they put a lot of time and effort into their war attacks. So you guys should feel great about pulling in the win on that war. And
Definitely.
before we get out of here, I want you to just mention what we're going to be talking about in the second part of this video over on your channel, just to get everyone ready.
The second part of this video is going to be my absolute favorite Town Hall 12 attack, and it's going to be a ground attack. I'll tell you that right now.
Hmm.
And Darian mentioned recently, Supercell community manager, that ground troops were going to be getting a buff in this next update. So we don't
Hmm.
know for sure what that is, but this is already a really, really strong ground-based attack. So if they buff it anymore with the update, it's best to get on top of it now, and that way when the update comes out, you're really going to be crushing everybody.
Upgrade the ground troops. That's what he's trying to say right there, guys. And we're going to get into that more on his channel. Again, the link to his channel, or maybe actually to that video specifically, will be in the description below. So make sure you go check him out. And if you like what you see while you're there, give the guy a sub, because he is an amazing clasher that brings you some solid strategy videos on a regular basis. And if you enjoyed this video, throw a thumbs up. It helps out your boy. It helps out Clash of Clans. It's just a great thing to do. So if you liked it, let us know. And remember, you could always find me over on Twitter at Echo Thrui. Corey, thanks so much for coming down today, man.
Thanks for having me again, Echo.
It was a pleasure, and hopefully we'll have you back again soon. Guys, I'll see all of you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good.